match between Australia and Dominican Republic. Second match of our group stage. I'm Halo. I'm here joined by Chu and Thunder. Hello there, guys.
What's up, Halo? What's up, Thunder?
Yo, what's good?
So yeah, right now. Okay. Australia coming in as the low seed of their team. The Dominican Republic as the bottom seed. Might be a quite interesting match, to be honest. Antolf is a very good player, so is the Adrenaline. The Australian team is really solid.
Yeah, no, the Australian team looks very solid. Dominican Republic kind of looking a little lacking, missing 2 players, but even then, their players can definitely still show that they have what it takes to, you know, get a point or maybe even win this match. We will see.
Whoa, Antolf froze a 96.
If we lose this roll, make this match win by default.
I can see where he's coming from,
Yep.
to be honest. It's okay.
And let's talk about the Dominican Republic. They were, last year, the only team to be kicked out from qualifiers.
Oh, that was so sad.
They have made qualifiers by the skin of their teeth, which means that you're going to see Dominican Republic in group stages.
Oh yeah, that's... Yeah, let's see what
I'm still a little sad about that.
Yeah, that was... Antolf had made such generous contributions to...
Right, that's why I was so like...
pool,
Yeah.
and then they just get eliminated. That's not how you want to see it. No,
That hurts.
that's
That
not
really
what you want
hurts.
to happen. So... Right now, wondering what would Australia like to ban? Perhaps banning some rice. Try to encroach in like the Dominican Republic comfort zone. Or are they confident enough in their long mode and SE to do this? I don't know.
Well, looking at the qualifier results, Dominican Republic's highest, I guess, position on any of the stages was their LN, scoring 22 out of the entire teams, which is pretty good, pretty decent for the LN. I think you could tie Australia with that LN, but on the rice and the hybrids, they're gonna struggle.
Yeah, that is just not gonna happen. Definitely. Yeah.
So I think a good ban for Australia here would be one of the LNs.
Oh yeah. Also, I think they might be in strike range for the SV. They were not completely comfortable with them on the qualifiers, so maybe that could be an avenue for the Dominican Republic players to strike. But we're gonna have to wait.
And Australia is banning Endincret, the second LN pick, which is not surprising.
Yeah, definitely. Things going according to logic for now. So let's see what's the ban for the Dominican Republic.
I'm expecting Dominican Republic to ban a rice map, just so they have all 4 gimmick maps still up. You know, hybrid LN, SV.
They're banning the second SV and...
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I see that.
Well,
that is...
imagine calling everything that isn't rice... I just want to point out, like, imagine calling everything that isn't rice a gimmick map.
Dude, you don't understand how players feel about LN. Have you heard of those people who just play rice?
Plain Eterna. LNs are just a gimmick. SV's just a gimmick.
They're just gimmick.
Oh my god. Okay.
Man, it's been 3 minutes and we already got a meme. Let's go.
Okay. But hey, what's her first pick gonna be? Perhaps to Victoria Genman. Though it does make me very curious. Like, can the Dominican Republic play main Hiri despite their SB2 map?
And DR is gonna be going with White Rose as their first pick. That is unexpected, but
Definitely unexpected.
maybe they have done well on this. We shall see.
This is going to tell us a lot about how both teams are going to perform on Rice, considering White Rose is kind of like all the patterns.
Oh yeah, that is
Also-
true.
Also playing very technically. It just tests how well they can keep their comfort as well.
Like conventional, like you'd think that they wouldn't really want to touch like Australia's accuracy with a typical, but they're going in on it. They want to play.
White Rose has
Right,
some
let's
pretty exotic snaps that could throw Australia off. So this pick does definitely have some logic to it.
And perhaps, I mean, they're just good attack. Or they're betting on Australia. Effective. They got it ready up and play. It's gonna be first pick of this match.
Well, it looks like with that we get one switch for Dominican Republic, but aside from that, I think everyone's locking in with their teams.
Yep. Additionally, I wonder how much this would like hurt the Australian confidence in their right if they ended up losing this. So,
Oh man, it would be really good if Dominican Republic won this, as well as
Yeah,
it just, you know, being their point or their map, they were really gonna have to win this.
that would be very good for them. In fact, like if they get the ball rolling early and like get good scores, that's what.
I do think Australia may simply be better. We don't know yet. We're gonna have to go into this map and just see.
I hate the adrenaline with a ridiculous accuracy norm. A 99.96.
Julio for a split second was able to tie that actually, but now decreasing just a little bit.
Fortnito's the one struggling the most.
Fortnito's act goes down by quite a bit, and Antov missed. That is a rough fall for Dominican Republic.
That is so rough. Like, look at the advantage already in favor of Australia. Very unfortunate miss.
Julio is tying with Nerd Guy, but nobody can match HD Adrenaline or Darkest
Desi.
Slow down.
That's good enough for us. But yeah,
No
right
worries.
now we're gonna be getting into the stream. Maybe the Australian team will find some misses. That's what the Dominican Republic players are hoping for.
And right now,
yeah.
this match is decided between the difference between HD Adrenaline and Fortnito, as well as that miss from Antov.
We're gonna have a monster crew.
Yeah,
Right about now. Yup.
no misses.
Not
all.
a
There's-
player's miss. Let's go. HD Adrenaline's accuracy not even budging.
And this is going to be a pretty decisive first win for Australia. Dominican Republic had two players that could match Australia's two players, but HD Adrenaline simply outnumbered Dominican Republic's pack.
Oh yeah, and like if the intention was to get the ball rolling, it has kind of backfired. Like if it wasn't for Antov's miss, this would be okay. It would be a break point, but it would be manageable. But I think the confidence hit is gonna be very, very rough. Way rougher than you'd like. And right now, Australia is gonna be able to put their pick on the table, potentially make it a 2-0 opening, and that's very, very rough to come back from mentally. Never mind having to break point Australia that they want to take this home.
Yeah, already saying just like that Rice loss, I am feeling pretty confident they're gonna pick another Rice map.
Oh yeah, true. They're gonna sit down.
And with Australia's accuracies on the Rice pick, that's definitely something that we are probably going to see.
I think they might pick 8 to be honest. Like, just pick a really big right map to capitalize if there's no ratio advantage.
I think Shannon's theorem, which they picked, is a smarter pick since it's got some exotic rhythms.
Oh, dude,
yeah, true.
that's gonna be so tricky for Dominican Republic.
Oh yeah, true. That I do think it's a smart pick, but I think it's like the more sadistic. In a manner. Because 8 planet would be a very, okay, we know we're good on the ratio. Let's just pick like a safe controlled map, which are very consistent on. And Shannon's theorem is more of a, oh, okay, they really can't handle the reference, so let's pick the techiest map.
And I actually don't think Dominican Republic is having a hard time on any of these maps, but it's just that Australia is outnumbering Dominican Republic 3-2 at this point.
Oh yeah.
But we do see Kaito entering the lobby.
Oh,
I'm wondering if
Kaito's
they're
coming
gonna...
in!
Shout out to Facing Fears as the best map in SOL 2. But anyways, Kaito-kun subbing in is going to be interesting for Dominican Republic's team, for sure.
Didn't expect. That is very interesting development from the Dominican Republic team. Kaito coming in first. Oh, that's good. Really. Okay, all of them should be ready. Should be getting to the map sometime soon.
Fairly soon.
And if you're looking at this map, you might think that this is a map pulled straight from the mid-2010s era, and there is a high 19 chart for it, so you wouldn't be entirely wrong.
And here we go. Expect Australian toy. Early
HD Adrenaline taking an early couple of drops, but should be rather negligible.
Should be recovering from that sometime. However, early lead is linking to the Dominican Republic. Not seeming to budge this early on the map still.
And it looks like with Kaito-kun coming in, we're gonna see the pack in Dominican Republic go from 2 to 3 as Darkest Desi starts to struggle.
Multiple misses.
That is going to give Dominican Republic a significant advantage.
This is gigantic. This is exactly what I've been hoping for. And can the Dominican Republic ride out these misses into a win? All they need to do at this point is just hold their full combo, don't not choke, don't have massive egg drops. Keep it together, keep
Great
it simple.
selection right now, so I think they're doing fairly well.
And right now, the best player in Dominican Republic is nearly on par with HD Adrenaline, who we saw dominate the previous round. So this is a real confidence booster.
Definitely. Being on par with the team that just really gave you a hard time on the tag map, and getting their pick to backfire on their face is certainly very satisfying moment for the Dominican Republic if they can take this home successfully. We're getting into the final stream, the hardest one. But if it doesn't happen here, it's an absolute wrap. It's 1-1.
Everybody in the deep is around 99.7. Their team is very consistent.
Getting the finish. And yeah, talk about being outnumbered. The Australian team this time around were completely outscored. Also, Nerd Guy found some misses themselves on the end.
even by ratio standards, Dominican Republic
Yeah.
absolutely killed it, even getting under HD Adrenaline and Darkest Desi.
But yeah, definitely very, very good. Their ratio was absolutely on point.
I
And
did
it
want to
looks
say
like
that was going to be a tricky pick because of those quick rhythms, and honestly, it did show.
Yeah, sure.
it looks like even without the misses from Australia, the win still would have gone to the Dominican Republic.
Oh yeah. There was a lot of stuff that happened in favor of the
But
But now
that
both
was
teams won.
a break point for Dominican Republic right as Australia seemed poised to take that 2-0 lead.
Yeah, they definitely. They just won White Rose, picked the other tech map. This was gonna be really good, and then it just backfired on them so hard. Now Dominican Republic got that too. Gonna try to ride it. What's our pick now? So I don't. Despite their success, I don't think they really want to keep going on the ride. I don't think that might be a good idea. Oh, stay by my side. They don't care. They don't care what I say. Let's go.
And we're gonna see Australia and Dominican Republic face off in the consistency realm.
This is going to be a little tricky though, because this map does come to pure accuracy. It does not come down to tricky patterns or awkward rhythms. It's basically pure accuracy.
It is just great. How
We've
is the
seen-
pure ratio of together?
We've seen Dominican Republic pull really good ratios, but it's going to be really difficult on a map that's so linear as this one, just being the same pattern over and over and over.
Oh yeah, that's.
I mean, I'd say it's less linear than 8th Planet, but it is the second most linear map in this pool.
Oh yeah, definitely. It has some variance in rhythm. It has some variance in patterns. Some like short progression runs, some like 1-2 runs. But overall, what weights the most is the length of the map and its overall ease of play. I think these are the things that really, really count the most. We might see some accidental 200s from the trickier patterns.
And we're gonna see the beginning of Trouble Kuro Neko Manbiki as
Wait, what?
sorry, I mean I stay by my side. Yeah.
You good?
I think you got the wrong map, chap. I think you might have. I think you might have thinking about some other map, but right now, let's go. Julio getting a ratio on point. Okay, the Dominican Republic does not want to give any round. They are doing their accuracy. They are playing very solid. They want this point.
And it looks like with regards to consistency, the Dominican Republic and Australia are neck and neck.
As soon as Julio hits that jump, it's gonna be so even again.
Julio and Antolf are doing really good on the accuracy, tying up HD Adrenaline and Nerd Guy, but honestly, I think this match is dependent on Kaitogun and Darkest Desi.
It's gonna be all about the kicker, right?
And Kaito-kun is way better than Darkest Desi at this point, since Darkest Desi dropped some early 200s.
Oh yeah.
Dragging up. These are just inconsistent. I guess just playing could definitely play into dropping a couple bit of accuracy and changing the lead very quickly.
Darkest Desi getting very early. You might get kind of nervous. Right now, the Dominican Republic really keeping these two players from Australian intact. Doing a fantastic job. Kaito-kun really shining through. Their team is included significantly better right now.
Australia not doing so bad either, but it looks like this time they're the ones that are outnumbered 3-2 in the accuracy path.
Oh yeah, that is
Darkest
true.
Desi lagging a little bit behind the other 5.
As they have entered the midpoint of the map, so no signs of 50-50 from the Dominican Republic. No drop next. The options no misses. This is shaping up a very, very, very critical point for the Dominican Republic. Can they hold it? And can Australia turn it back? Can North put some accuracy together? Is there even time to put some accuracy together? Is that accurate?
And your guy's gonna get up to that 99.93, but it's not gonna be enough.
Heading fairly close to the ending, Darkest Dusty is still trying to keep that accuracy as high as possible. It's going to come down to just being consistent and hoping that the Dominican Republic's drop something they don't want to drop.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna have to come down to some late, something really bad has to happen. But otherwise, this serve point, and it does look like they're gonna lose it.
And the Dominican Republic maintaining that consistency from wire to wire on Stay By My Side as they take
Triple
the
SS, Triple V1 SS, that is phenomenal.
That is really solid, and even with the early 200s, just that ratio from Kaido-kun.
It's very, very notable how the third player in this matchup made all the difference. Kaido can really put it in the work.
We saw Fort Nito lagging behind Antolf and Julio, but once they were replaced by Kaido-kun, Dominican Republic is now on fire. Not saying that Fort Nito is a bad player by any means, but maybe that was just not their skill set.
Yeah, maybe not their skill set, maybe not their day. Like they went out for a reason. Kaido-kun showed their work, showed their improvement, and right now the Dominican Republic in the lead. They went on the rise again, showed their confidence, and showed they had a reason to be confident. Right now they're trying to take it. They might take it. Okay.
And I don't know what they're going to choose since they have one of each skill set, and I'm really worried. Maybe even saying the Dominican Republic doesn't really have an advantage at this point, since they have to play each individual skill set. If they're weak in one side, that's already a point gone. If they're weak on two sides, that's one step closer for the enemy team to match point. It comes down to how...
Eighth Planet is not very different from Stay By My Side, so...
Right, but being a little bit faster, a little bit of speed could throw some of the players off and have HD Adrenaline and Nerd Guy just absolutely act.
I mean, 8th Planet is actually 5 BPM slower than Stay By My Side.
I actually don't know. Well,
it's 160 versus 155.
Yeah, it is, but like, the pattern from 8th Planet is 155 upstream, and the pattern for most of Stay By My Side is either broken stream or just 80 BPM 4 jacks.
I don't really think that makes a difference. We saw Dominican Republic strengths in streams in Shannon's theorem.
Oh yeah,
we're gonna go to main heroine.
That is absolutely true. They're reaching out for the SB.
We're gonna see Schnack subbing for Nerd Guy. We haven't really seen that much of Schnack or Furx, but something tells me that maybe those two players were shaping up for the SBs.
Let's go.
Let's see if Dominican Republic has practiced their SBs as well, considering they have a small team. I'm fairly certain that all their teammates have to practice the SV.
And they're a team that is somewhat used to practice the SV.
Right.
In this himself, and Antop is more than able to practice SV. Haven't really seen it before, but I'm pretty sure all of them can get like this map practice if they need to, especially considering that main heroine is a very intuitive map. So here let's go. And that is Australia's second pick. Let's see if they can keep it together, keep it without breakpoints, keep it tied. Nice and clean.
And this is something that you should be able to time relatively well if you're a visual act player, because this is mostly sight read. There's a lot of visual feedback that you can use to do well on this file.
Right now, the hard part, the really hard part is about to begin. These four decks are very, very, very weird to properly act. Right now, the advantage very, very clearly on Australian side.
There's a visual snack.
Oh, okay, that
is not good.
Not good for them. A miss in a map this short might mean huge trouble. Huge trouble.
And breaking that just lead towards the 400 combo threshold, Dominican Republic's just going to be gaining more and more.
However, both Antles and Titans really, really struggling on the action.
You're gonna see the lead shift a bit to the Dominican Republic's side, but that is very unfortunate, as the Dominican Republic now has very considerable lead.
Yeah, and their lead is not gonna survive that. Right now, they're on the edge of ending the map. They're just about to end the map, and they have such a monumental lead. Very, very unlikely that it's gonna be overturned. But
we're gonna go into these Alpine SBs, and
but
this is getting very close.
Oh no! Okay, they did it.
They were still able to hold on by 2,000.
No, 2,000 and change.
By 2,229 points.
Okay. Australia with overall superior ratio and accuracy, but just could not keep it together as a team.
And it was those two misses from Schnack that really decided the point.
They were really rough.
This is a huge upset for the match. Dominican Republic is the onside.
Enormous upset. And Dominican Republic still has 8th planet. This is their moment to show off how much they've worked, how much they've improved since 4DMWC3. They're gonna be perhaps taking their first match. The win.
Very, very close. A pretty comfortable lead of 2 points. That's definitely a lot. And again, we still have one of each skill set of minus SV. Still giving a lot of variety to both teams, just in case Dominican Republic does lose this point.
And right now, Dominican Republic is guaranteed a point in the tiebreakers.
Yep.
And they go for Marble Soda, the middleman of both Rice and LN.
Okay.
That is a surprising pick. I would have guessed for sure that they would have gone for 8th planet.
So, assuming strategy, I think it's might be more interesting for the Dominican Republic that the Australians have to pick 8th planet. If they think th're not gonna pick Yubikiri Genman, which results I can't really say for sure, given what we've seen in the past. If Australia felt that they needed to go for 8th planet, that would be so rough for them, because the entire fate of the match would hinge on them being able to execute on the right. And I think that if Dominican Republic accounts for the possibility that they lose this pick, it's better for them to lose on this and have Australia have to pick 8th planet than losing on 8th planet and Australia pick another pick. I think that might happen. Oh! They want a timeout. Dominican Republic, I think they're asking for a timeout. Huh.
So we're gonna have our timeout, and we're just gonna sit tight here as this timeout goes through.
Okay, so how are you all doing then?
A little worried for how these teams are going to be playing out. I'm gonna be real with you.
Oh yeah. Okay, so right now, just gonna look at some stuff. See what I can look up about these. As you guys mentioned, they're very, very capable of closing it up, potentially closing it on Australia. Yeah, the hybrid.
Now you said Dominican Republic was supposed to be unseated, correct?
Oh yes, they are unseated.
They are supposed to be the unseed, while Australia is the low seed. This is a dramatic reversal of events for Dominican Republic.
Man, that's what they really wanted. That would be really cute, honestly. I think that Antal has worked like really hard. Ido has worked really hard, and they had a real big heartbreak on the previous years. So I really think that they deserve this.
And with that, they actually are ready now. Looks like we'll be getting into the marbles fairly quickly.
Okay.
Now this hybrid map is going to show us whether Dominican Republic is able to capitalize on their last point, or we get one step closer to tiebreak.
Let's get started with normal soda. Normal soda.
Are we gonna do this like higher and higher pitch until we can barely
Oh
understand?
god, you're gonna clip the mic and then just like deafen everyone.
I will not do that. That is like a war crime, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so right now, early, very, very early lead for.
Looks like Fort Nido is struggling by just a little bit at the beginning.
Okay, they got a 200. That is rough.
Holding back accuracy just at the beginning is not a good position to be in, but gaining a little bit more accuracy.
They're gonna be probably making it back to 99%. There's still a lot of maps to be played. There's still the possibility of misses for the possibility of misses for the Dominican Republic.
But it looks like
Everybody holding inside.
with those act drops from Fort Nido, that's going to give Dominican Republic an early lead, and that's another 200 from Julio.
That's not what we want. Right now, Australia got the two hands of the steering wheel. Nord guy with the 99.92 absolutely got the map on lock.
And Julio just dropped a significant amount just now, right before the break. That's not good for Dominican Republic. But we'll see what happens in the second half of Marble Soda.
All four different, turning quickly into like a all the way to that. Darkest actually does find some 200, but right now they are holding it all their accuracy more or less on the state fault.
And now, Fort Nido is down to 98.8.
Fort Nido having a
yeah, that is unfortunate, but Australia is really showing their dominance on the rice hybrids. This is not very LN oriented. It's practically rice. LNs, you still got to time them, but once you got those down, it's basically rice.
It's rice that it can get like.
But if you're not confident with the LN, you will drop to hundreds.
Australia is not getting any super strong. They're looking for closing this out in strong fashion. Back to their dominant dodge of the first.
We're gonna see Nerd Guy and HD Adrenaline destroy this map as Australia gains back their breakpoint.
Oh, come on.
Tornado would have been at the very end.
Broken at the end.
That is just insult to injury. That
really
not
is.
what you want to see.
And that is a breakpoint straight from heaven as their pick just let Australia back into the game.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not sure how it would have done with Planet, but
this is the brief of life that Australia needed. But now it's time for a decision. Do they pick Yubi Kiri Genman knowing that it's gonna be a LAN and the Dominican Republic has shown themselves to be good at competent LAN?
Enjoy it.
Or do they pick a planet knowing that they've been beaten solidly on the rise in this very match?
this is still a difficult decision for Australia, despite their win on Marvel. So these are two strengths of the Dominican Republic.
Not only is their decision difficult, but they have to win on their pick. Stay alive. To them, they have to make the right move right now, and they're gonna be really kicking the South player if they can make it. The entire match, depending on your decision, is so rough. Right now, they most certainly discussing the pick, discussing their chances. They don't have a lot of. This is actually a very, very nuanced. It depends very much on how much Australia has outed the Dominican Republic, how much it has that. Because they don't have that much information on their LN, but the information they have on their right doesn't say a lot of good things. Even though Australia does have some very consistent act players for the right, they've lost 2 right maps. That's not really something you want to go. Okay, they go for Enclave. They bite Bowler. That's gonna be it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a hard vote to fight if the Dominican Republic is able to climb.
Quite the battle. I don't know who's going to score. Nerd Guy, HD Adrenaline, Antov, Tulio, Darkest Destiny,
and
Kaido-kun.
Yeah, Kaido-kun's gonna. That's W. And right now, this is gonna be a nail biter. I am excited.
We see Kaido-kun actually heading in here. We saw Kaido-kun absolutely destroy accuracy on the last Rice maps.
Oh yeah, very
I
true.
didn't see it again.
Antov, Julio, and Kaido-kun on Rice are basically unstoppable.
Oh,
who will the third person of Australia be?
Living out Darkest Destiny. Where are they gonna be bringing in?
We saw Darkest Destiny being a little rough on the accuracy and even the ratio, so maybe switching out is probably what they need in order to get this actual final point, in order to get the tiebreaker and have that chance of just taking it.
And this could be someone else's first time in subbed into the team. I don't think we've seen the other 2 players of Australia.
We have not seen Fevrex, I guess? I don't know if you said that.
Furex.
Furex? Close enough.
So we do see Furex coming in. This is a rather interesting sub. We don't know how they're going to do. This could be a dark horse that brings home an extra point for Australia, but it is totally worth it, given the position Australia is in.
Oh yeah, definitely. Going for 8th planet. They've certainly been confident in the Rise this game. They put out some very, very good ratios, and they've even picked the Rise map themselves. Just won a map in a map that is basically Rise too. Marvel, so it's not that LN oriented again. And right now, we're gonna be going in. MP Start 10 has been put down, and we're getting into a planet to what is gonna be the 6th and last pick of the regular pool for this match, and what might be the final map. Might be a tiebreaker, might be a win for the Dominican Republic. Australia has to win on this just to stay alive.
We'll have to find out in this pretty dense pick. Yeah, for this map, well, at least.
And everything about this map just screams 155.
Yeah, like just the jump. Australia getting this very early time.
Right now, it is actually 1:55 in a certain time zone that is relatively close to Australia's.
Julio is being a little bit rough on the accuracy right now, starting off really
Julio
awkwardly.
Oh yeah, that is a bad start for Julio, as
they're
the
gonna have the time.
decision sub incorrect is pretty smart one.
They're gonna be able to climb back to like the maybe high 60s, low 70s, but that's really not what they're gonna need to combat what Australia is currently pretty accurate.
This map doesn't have a lot of notes as well, so it's just, and Kaidoku dropping a grade does not help that situation at all.
Oh, okay, at this point, Dominican Republic hoping for some break on the side of Australia. Furex is in favor rate getting a little bit, but they still keep the SS unlocked.
And right now, it's Julio's accuracy that's making up most of the difference.
And slowly but steadily seizing, but the early drops is so rough. And the map is almost ending too. Not a lot of time to overturn it. And this must happen right now, pretty much. And it's not looking like it's gonna happen.
And we are gonna see a performance from Australia that we would have expected from Dominican Republic, as Australia and Dominican Republic go into our first tiebreaker of group stages.
Just so many turnarounds in this match. And now we have a tiebreaker. This is... I'm not even sure. Okay. No, it's Tyrese. That's cool. That's right. That is a huge flex. Why do you need to say that? But yeah, right now we have a tiebreaker in our hands.
Duh. Antolf is gonna sight read the tiebreaker? Don't tell me.
Yeah, I think he is gonna sight read the tiebreaker. I would even say that he's not even gonna be the only one who's gonna be sight reading the tiebreaker.
That being said, I don't think this is too hard to sight read. A lot of it is pretty similar to Marble Soda.
Oh, definitely not that difficult to sight read. Especially considering the fact that it has no edges. That makes it an absolute fun. But it's gonna take a lot of not gonna be a walk score. Drops might happen, but all of these things are in the table. This is a very high tension situation. Australia really needs to win if they're gonna be measured up against Taiwan. Dominican Republic really wants to take home a win. I bet all of these players really want to take it right off. Very good.
And like, I think Australia has a little bit of an advantage, but we haven't really seen long notes from either side, aside from qualifiers. So it's going to be tough to judge who's going to do how well on Night Sky.
Yep. That is gonna be really difficult.
For being 4 minutes and 30 seconds, we're going to be seeing a lot of these players just, test their consistency and see if they can bring themselves to...
coming in.
Fort Nito coming in, Ferg staying in, given their success on a previous map. But it's worth noting that even if Australia beats Dominican Republic 4-3, this close of a margin of win is going to be good for the Dominican Republic and less good for Australia's seeding.
We are ready. The adrenaline of the Australian team is ready with their players. I think the Dominican Republic is also ready with their players. Oh yeah, very, very much ready. We're going into the final game for this match. I have no idea who's gonna take it. Who has the better? Australia does have the momentum, though. They just came back from a 3-1 deficit with a very good break point and a huge win in 8th planet. They got to be feeling themselves.
We'll just have to see.
We're starting.
And you can't really say much because this is a 4-minute map. You're just gonna have to wait until a decent ways out to have a good outlook on how players are doing. We're gonna see a couple of F drops from Fort Nido as we've consistently seen, which is going to give Australia at least a little bit of an advantage if all 3 players are consistent.
Very good. Still having a slight issue, but otherwise the accuracies are all very solid.
Honestly, willing to say Fernito's able to pull a lot better accuracy than some of the other maps he's been playing before.
Oh, and did I drop the...
There was a pretty big drop in Fort Nido.
Nice.
Already early.
That was a fast one. But yeah, that's gonna be put into Dominican Republic like immediately in the backfoot. Very, very nice.
But we are only 1/4 of the way through, so stay tuned.
Yeah, we haven't even gotten to the first tourist yet. There's still a lot of match to happen.
And everybody in the Australian side is FC, and even the leaders in the Dominican Republic are lagging behind a little bit, which means that this lead is going to stay.
So Johanna Paul's accuracy has taken a big dip, while the Australian crew's accuracy has taken mostly solid, mostly on that 80% range.
Right now, Antolf is matching Nerd Guy. Julio and Tornado are behind Forex and HD.
Let's also not underestimate the struck power from the
But even then, if we are depending on drops or just any misses, it's gonna be a lot. And we see the opposite side actually.
Yeah, and no good news for Dominican Republic.
This battle of consistency is just fighting against themselves, not really the enemy team. Seeing as they have to make up around 30k points, and that lead is growing, while Julio's still trying to catch up to that 400 combo.
Julio has to catch up. Tornado has to get himself back to the 99 rank.
Antolf doing quite well, but only matching up with Nerd Guy as Furex and HD Adrenaline are both better than Nerd Guy.
Australia just has much more concise performances as a team. We're gonna be getting into jump streams very soon. Yep, here we are.
And it looks like Australia's last-minute decision to sub in Furex has paid dividends as they enter the ending of the tiebreaker with a significant lead.
It's definitely paid off hard for the Australians. As you're very, very poised to pace the entire match. Right now, they've got about like 30k of a lead. It hasn't been coming down. It will not come down as they get through the hamstring.
Julio is walking it back a little bit, but it's not going to look like it's enough.
Yeah, just definitely not look like enough. Just too much of a gap to cover at this point. And tough holding on, but even Nordguy has went far ahead in the accuracy. All
And
the
despite
Australian
being-
players on the same accuracy. with
And
those.
despite being down 1-3 at a particular point in this match, the win will go to Australia.
Yeah, they really
A
lost their opportunity.
stunning makeup after Dominican Republic's
I just
first
want to point
three
out how all of them got 992s and 99.76s.
That is so satisfying.
What?
That is really satisfying.
What a solid team performance! What a very, very
Like,
solid team performance.
If you consider a great to be 20 perfects, their perfect counts are like 420, 423, and 424. That's just
Oh,
ridiculous
true.
consistency from Australia.
It's very, very much insane. And Australia is the winner of the match. Dominican Republic came so close, so close, but no cigar.
Honestly,
Australia's-
a reverse sweep.
Yeah, that was just like
Yeah, that
not good.
comeback
That was just
too
like
much.
that was an insane match to watch from both teams, and you have to give it to both of them. But right now, we're going to go into USA versus Thailand, which is beginning right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to cut stream and come back quite shortly, so we will be seeing you in a couple minutes.
Yes.
Stay tuned.
So yeah, stay tuned.